Hello everybody! Welcome to the final video in our coaching sneak peek today. So thank you all so much for taking the time to tune in today. I'm going to be closing us out for the night, so no pressure. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Logan Underwood, and I am a 31-year-old wife and mama. I'm a labor and delivery nurse and a Beachbody coach. I've been married to my high school sweetheart, Levi, for 6 years now, and we have two amazing kiddos. Lucy turns 5 this month in October, and Luke will be 3 in November. He is actually passed out snoring on the living room floor just in the next room, so I'm crossing my fingers that, skipping nap time, I'm crossing my fingers that he does not wake up all sorts of angry while I'm trying to do this video. If you hear snoring in the background though, that's why. So yes, we have Lucy and Luke, and I'm actually also 29 weeks pregnant with our little baby number 3 that is due on Christmas Eve. We live in Washington State, in Eastern Washington, and my hubby farms potatoes and several other crops. And like I said earlier, I'm a nurse and a coach. But I'm curious, the rest of you that are tuning in or end up watching this video over the next week, comment below and tell me what it is that you do. If you work outside the home, or if you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, whatever it is that you do, comment below and let me know what your occupation is or how you like to spend your time. So I'm going to rewind a couple years to August of 2015 to kind of tell you the beginning of my story. So it was August of 2015. I was 9 months postpartum with my second baby, Luke. My oldest was 2, and my husband was in potato harvest, and I was absolutely drowning. Now, nobody knew that though. I was the typical person who posted my highlight reel on social media and made it look like my life was perfect and like we had everything together and we were the perfect put together little family, and it just looked like we had the perfect life. I had a smile on my face, but on the inside I was absolutely crumbling. I was giving every single ounce of myself to make sure that everybody else was taken care of. It's one of those crutches that I naturally fall into just as a wife and a mom and a nurse. You just get trained, your mind gets trained to think that your job is to just take care of everybody else. And I ended up completely putting myself on the back burner. I was still carrying extra baby weight. I didn't have any energy to exercise. My nutrition consisted of eating my toddler's leftover sandwich crusts or, whatever scraps were left on the high chair, because I felt like I didn't have time to take the time to make myself something good to eat, nutritious to eat. Because of all this, I was incredibly self-conscious and really uncomfortable in my skin. And, just had those extra 10 pounds of baby weight that I could not get off no matter what I tried. I'd cry in my closet when we would get dressed for date night because I didn't like how anything fit or how anything looked on me. Despite my husband telling me that, I looked incredible and that he loved me and everything, showering me with affection, I wasn't happy with me. And I felt like I tried everything, and I felt alone, and I felt like a failure. I was so overwhelmed with nutrition because it felt like I didn't have time to cook and meal prep and do all the things that I should have been doing with a baby and a 2-year-old and a husband who was gone in harvest. And the stress with Levi gone in harvest, it just had my cravings through the roof. So I was stress eating. I would sit down at night after I finally got the kids in bed. I wouldn't even be hungry, and I'd sit down to watch a show, and I'd need to be eating something just out of habit or out of stress or having a glass of wine in my hand because it was how I was coping with that crazy time. It was probably the darkest time in my life and the lowest that I ever felt, because I had everything that I wanted. Like, I had this incredible family. I had the best husband and the most amazing kids. And I felt like I was completely failing as their wife and mom. And I was not the wife and mom that I ever imagined myself being. And then one day a social media girlfriend shared her before and after photos on Instagram, and my jaw dropped. And she was also a mom of two, and I saw that she was able to find the time and the tools to transform her body. And it wasn't just her body, like, she was glowing, like her face, and so I took a leap of faith and I messaged her and I joined her challenge group and learned how to exercise at home and take care of my nutrition. And, I just committed to working out every day at home for like 30 minutes and followed a simple, clean meal plan, drank my shake every day. And the rest is just kind of history. Like, I lost 20 pounds when I only ever, the number in my head was that I wanted to lose 10 pounds. I ended up losing 20 pounds, getting back to the size that I was in high school, in the best shape of my life ever. My husband took me to Mexico to celebrate my 30th birthday, and I confidently rocked a bikini on the beach on my 30th birthday, which I never thought that I would ever be able to do. And just gained energy and confidence and so much happiness. And my family got their wife and mom back better than ever. And that was the most important thing to me. So now I'm here to talk to you guys tonight about what the different options are when you decide to become a coach. Because the amazing thing is this is your business, and you get to decide which path you take, how much time you invest, and really what you want to get out of it. So when I first joined Beachbody, I joined as a customer because, I'm not going to lie, I was totally skeptical of the business side of things and wasn't interested. But it was seriously a matter of weeks before I completely fell in love with how amazing I was feeling and how my body was responding to the products, and just being surrounded by the community, that I knew that wasn't ever going to stop. So I became a coach strictly for the discount. Because I knew I wanted to keep drinking Shakeology every day. So why not get a discount on it, right? Because that's one of the cool things about being a coach, is that we all get a 25% discount on all products, supplements, programs, everything. And that adds up to a lot of money if you are a loyal user of the amazing products that we have. So the startup cost to open your coaching business is $40, a $40 sign-up fee. That's all. But you don't want to pay for that, because why would you pay a sign-up fee when you can get it waived when you enroll with a challenge pack? Because your challenge pack is going to give you, all the tools that you need, not only for your own health and fitness, but for your business as well. It's going to give you our online Netflix of workouts, plus your first month of Shakeology, all at a discounted price. And this is the only investment that you should make in being a new coach. So compared to a lot of startup and overhead costs of other direct sales companies, or even just starting your own business in general, it's like nothing. And it's an investment in your own health and fitness, which is probably one of the best investments that you can ever make in life, ever. So you want to be able to be a product of the product and share with others that it works. So make sure you talk to the coach that invited you to the sneak peek, and make sure that you pick out a challenge pack that's going to fit your needs best. And because Beachbody loves and appreciates their customers, if you have already purchased a challenge pack in the past, like if you signed up like a customer like I did, then when you choose to enroll as a coach, you can get that $40 sign-up fee refunded back to you. that's pretty awesome. There is a $16 per month coach fee. This money goes towards maintenance of the websites that Beachbody provides for us. It covers customer service and coach relations, shipping and product distribution to our customers, research and development towards new and innovative products and programs, handling the payroll of your team, you name it. And like all the praise hands, I will pay $16 a month to have all of that handled for me. No problem, like no brainer. So even with the monthly coach fee, you still will save like almost $20 a month with your 25% coach discount and having your Shakeology on Home Direct. So even if you never have any intention of working the business, it is always, always, always cheaper to be a coach. And also, if you're active duty military or an active duty spouse, reservists or veterans, you are special and you get your $40 sign-up fee waived and you get your $16 per month coach fee waived. So basically you get to sign up for free. No brainer. So now I told you that I joined as a coach just for the discount, but you can probably assume since I'm on here talking to you tonight that it's probably turned into a little bit more than that. So within a matter of weeks, like I said, of becoming a coach, my physical and mental and emotional transformation was becoming apparent to all of my family and friends. They could tell that I was happier and felt better and, was losing weight and everything. And they wouldn't stop asking me what I was doing because seriously, it was like a light switch got turned back on inside of me. So I started sharing with them. I started slowly sharing on social media because my transformation was just becoming more and more obvious to other people. And I just felt like I had found this incredible golden ticket and I couldn't not share it with those closest to me. It's like if you go to a great new restaurant in town or you see this like amazing movie, you want to tell people about it and share about it. So this is pretty much the same thing. You want to share it with those you love. So whether you have already seen results or if you're just starting and love the products, start sharing. It can be a hobby and you can make some extra fun money. You can start sharing now. I didn't wait until I was, 6 months or a year into my journey and had lost 20 pounds before I started sharing. I started sharing from the beginning, which was fun because then I got to bring people on the journey with me. They got to be along for the ride from the very beginning. And it just helped me stay more accountable because I had a little bit more skin in the game, having friends and family on board doing it with me. So I started sharing, and right away I started having just extra fun money. I was covering the cost of my own shakes, which when my coach told me that it was possible to cover the cost of my own shakes, I figured, well, why not do that? Because why not drink them for free? And before I knew it, we were covering the cost of diapers for the baby and groceries. I didn't have to hold my breath when I swiped my debit card at the grocery store anymore, hoping that I had enough to cover the trip, or even I didn't even have to think about putting it on a credit card because we just had that extra fun money there. And then, it turned into money for date nights with my husband and really fun money for trips to Target, because who doesn't love Target, right? If you're a Target addict like me, make sure you hit that little love button because I'm all about my trips to Target. So before I knew it, my coaching income was beginning to cover our car payment and our house payment. And it was just because I was sharing my authentic journey. I never felt like I was doing anything icky or like I was spamming my family and friends. I was just sharing my journey and my heart and my transformation and helping other people transform along the way. And the income just started to grow along with it. Within 18 months, I completely paid off my student loans. And that was a really, really big deal for my family to have that debt off of our shoulders. You know, and I fell in love with coaching and the community and helping others as a whole. This community has really become my second family, and it was really, really scary to get outside of my comfort zone and, you know, really decide to dream big with this, especially because there are so many, you know, I'm just like you guys. Like, I worry about what other people are going to think about me too. And, you know, it may have slowed me down a little bit in the beginning. And then I just started to ask myself, like, why not me? Like, why can't I dream bigger with this? Why can't I, you know, actually like go after these big, amazing goals for our family? Like, if other people can do it, I know I can do it. And so I transitioned into being more of a business builder and going all in to really, you know, change the lives of people around me and create financial freedom for my family. It does take work. It does. But I'm just a mom. Like, I fit it into my mom cracks of the day and balance it between being a full-time wife and mom and, you know, a per diem labor and delivery nurse. Now, I'm 2 years into my coaching journey, and life has taken a little bit of a drastic turn that we didn't expect for our family in the last couple months, due to complications with our pregnancy, with our sweet little third baby. I'm actually on strict bed rest. This started when I was 19 weeks. And I'm currently 29 and still pregnant, thank goodness. But because of that, I cannot work as a labor and delivery nurse. You know, I'm not allowed to work out. I'm not allowed to cook. I'm not allowed to clean my house. I'm not allowed to do laundry or any of my usual like wife and mom duties at home, like those things that just kind of like feel like they give you purpose, you know, like those normal roles that you don't even necessarily like think about until they're stripped from you, and you have to really kind of like strip down and be vulnerable and ask people for help, because we found ourselves in a very vulnerable and scary situation, and we're basically at a point like we would do anything to, you know, make sure that we saved this baby. So yeah, it shattered me to be put on bed rest at 19 weeks. But the one thing that kept me afloat and not like completely spiraling into depression from this whole situation has honestly been coaching and my team and this business. Because, you know, I'm still able to pour my heart and soul into helping other people on their journey. Even if I'm not able to work out and necessarily be on my own journey right now, like we're on a different journey, but I'm able to help coach other people on their journey through my laptop and my phone while I'm in bed, while I'm growing this baby. And it's still bringing in a much needed income to my family, because we don't have my nurse salary anymore. Like when you're not working, when you're not getting those hours, you don't get that money. But this is like, I'm just so thankful that this blessing came into our lives 2 years ago to help us through this incredibly, you know, trying time right now. And, you know, I've just developed the most amazing community of the very best friends that I have ever had. And they've been the ones that have been, you know, providing my family with meals and, you know, helping bring us groceries and do laundry and different things like that that I'm not able to do. Or even just come out and bring me coffee and keep me company, because it gets really old just like having to lay down for 10 weeks and counting. So, you know, And I wouldn't have any of that if I hadn't taken the leap of faith and joined coaching 2 years ago. You know, like, of course I never imagined all of this happening 2 years down the road when I first joined coaching, but I am so thankful that I have this team to help me navigate these crazy curveballs that life has thrown our family. And, you know, I really don't want to imagine navigating the last 10 weeks of this bed rest without having my team and this business to help support me and my family. So, you know, we have countless stories, you guys, of coaches on our team who've been able to leave their jobs and pursue financial freedom and really build a life by design through coaching. So please know that it is okay to dream big. And also know that it's okay to start out for the discount, because you might just change your mind like I did. All you have to do is get yourself surrounded with the incredible support and encouragement from our team, because I know you've heard it from a few of the other girls today, but our team is something special. It's something just so different that you can't really even put words to until you are a part of it. So, like I said, just join us. Even if it's for the discount, you might end up changing your mind. But I want to thank you all for taking the time to tune in today. I hope you've been able to connect with our stories and maybe even locate yourself in one of our stories. And I hope that you heard something today that would make you sit back and ask, if she can do this, why not me? Good night, everybody.